ladies and gentlemen. Today we are continuing with 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication, but we're going to switch things up and we're going to focus on the area model. It's very, very similar to the area model we did with multiplying like a 3-digit by 1-digit, but it's going to be a little different. So if you liked the area model, this is the one for you. Let's just go over the steps. If you want to take a screenshot or something so you have those steps to refer back to, notice we're going to still break apart those place values. We're going to write our new equations in the boxes. We're going to multiply those friendly numbers, and then we add them all up. Again, very similar to the other way. So watch Mrs. Andrews go through and solve this. So like I said, we're going to first just simply break apart our numbers. So we have the number 46. We also have the number 25. I know that I have 40 and 6, and I have 20 and 5. So what I'm going to do is in my area model, I have 4 boxes, and my first one, maybe I'll delete this so you don't get confused here. We have 46, taking that first factor and breaking it apart, and then we have 20 and 5. Now we go to the top, we go to the side, and we multiply. We go to the top, we go to the side, and we multiply. So I'm going to multiply 40 by 20. Love that equation because it's powers of 10. 4 times 2 is 8, and I have my 2 zeros. Go to the top, go to the side, and I multiply. 6 times 20. I take my 6 and my 2, which is 12, and I add my 0. Go down here to my next one. I go to my top, I go to my side, multiply. 40 times 5. 4 times 5 is 20. Add my 0. Last, go to the top, go to the side, and I multiply. So I'm going to do 6 times 5, which we know is 30. My last step is I'm going to add them all up. Make sure that you're lining up that place value as you're adding. And we are going to, I like to kind of cross it off as I go so I know I added it. If you want to follow along, I go 800. And then you can always cross it off so you know you did it. And then I have 200. And then, of course, cross it off so you know you did it. 120. Cross it off so you know you did it. And last is 30. We're going to add those all up. So in my ones place, 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 3 plus 2 is 5. 8 and 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 1. So you should have an answer or a value of 1,150. All right, we're going to try one together. Let me erase this though, so my students in class don't see all the answers. This was just another way that you can check your work if you needed to. All right, let's go ahead and try this one together. Let's start by breaking apart our numbers by our 10s and our 1s, and then you'll go ahead and draw that place value chart. I lied, the area model, the 4 boxes. Go for it. As you're breaking it apart, you should have 30 and 4. You should have 10 and 9. Now we're going to fill it in on our chart, okay? My handwriting on here isn't great, so I don't like to write it. We had 30 times 4. That's that first factor. Then we have 10 times 9. And then we go to our top, we go to our side, and we multiply. I'm going to start this. I want you to pause your video and finish it on your own and then check back with me. This is your time to be careful. You don't want to make a small mistake with multiplication because the entire equation will be wrong. So go to the top, go to the side, and we multiply. Go ahead and try it. Pause your video. After you did this, you then multiplied them, right? Those friendly numbers. Hopefully it was a little easier to multiply. And then you added them all up. So let me show you our next one with the answer here. So we had, 300, 270, 36, and 40. And when you added them up for the value of each, you should have gotten an answer of 646. I hope you're liking this strategy. If you liked the associative property from yesterday, feel free in the next few days when we do some to try that. But today I really want you to try the area model just to try it out and see if you like it first. Then you can decide after we learn all three strategies. We're going to do one more, and then we have a word problem. So let's focus on it. 45 times 23. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to give you any steps. I want you to try it all by yourself. Pause your video and then check back with me to see if you are correct. Good luck. All right, let's check it out. So if you broke them apart, notice that my first factor I put on top, my second factor I put on the side. I go to the top, I go to the side, I multiply. And when I get these, you could have crossed them off as you started adding them up. And you should have gotten an answer of 1,035 for your value of R. If you have any questions, now is a great time to email Mrs. Andrews, ask your homeroom teacher, and we're going to do a word problem. Here we go. The baker uses 42 kilograms of flour to make one cake. Roadblock. If she makes 28 cakes, how much flour will she use? Okay, so this is one cake. She needs this much flour, and she's making 28. Wow, that tape diagram would be huge. I'd have to do 42 kilograms of flour 28 times. I don't want to do that. That's a lot. So I could definitely do repeated addition and do 42 plus 42 plus 42 plus 42 28 times. That sounds like a lot of work. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to multiply and multiply 42 times 28 to figure out how much flour the baker will use. Go ahead, pause your video, and then check back with me to see your answer. Good luck. For your correct answer, I'm going to put an F for flour as my variable. You should have 1,176 technically kilograms of flour, if you should have your label there. You could have also done an answer statement. The baker would use 1,176 kilograms of flour. Okay? All right, friends. Yesterday in class, there was a superstar question. The superstar question is just something for you to try, just to challenge yourself. And it was talking about 400 times 35. So maybe you make $400 a week for 35 weeks. And we're trying to figure out how much money you have. So what we did with the associative property is we broke it apart into ways to multiply to get to 400. So 4 groups of 100 would equal 400. And we would multiply that by 35. What I wanted you to identify was that really it's asking 10 times 10 is 100. So really what we would be doing is we would be multiplying and moving our digits, not one place value, but 2 place values, because 100 is 10 times, really 2 times we're multiplying by 10 to get to 100. So if we had 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 35, we're moving it 2 place values. So we're moving it, 1, 2. So I would have my group of 3, 4 times. And my 5 ones would move 2 place values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, we have to have that 4 times. Over here, I have nothing. Over here, I have nothing. Let's count them up. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, I can't fit 20 in there. So I put my 0, regroup my 2. 3, 6, 9, 12. Plus 2 is 14. Regroup my 1. For a value of A, you should have had 14,000 is your value of A. So thank you for those that took the challenge and pushed themselves to the next level. I'm really proud of you for taking a risk. Now is your time to go to Schoology to work on your exit ticket. It's going to be the same as usual, where you will go to Schoology, upload to Notability, solve. You must show all your work, then upload it back to Schoology for me. All right, thanks, guys.